Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. As always, shout out to the 19. Folks, got some WNBA news, some big news from the Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. And this is positive news for the league. Okay, now stick with me because I've got a little crazy with you to share that we're just going to kind of laugh at to show you where the mindset is of some of these people who do not like Caitlin Clark. But this, and it's in reaction to this, which is it's wild. But WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert unveils major league changes. They are positive changes. They are changes that I'm guessing was a money thing, a lack of fans thing. Now they have to balance that, right? As they try all these things because they have some new fans, they have to balance that with, hey, we don't want to do all these great things, but then not have the money for that. And we continue to lose millions every year. But some of the key changes, I think the biggest one that I cannot believe actually hadn't been done a long time ago, it's a tiny, in the grand scheme of things for the league and what they were losing, it was a tiny bit of money. I know it's a pain because it's only a 3-game series, but it is absolutely absurd that they ever had this 3-game playoff series where the first two were at home for the higher seed, and the other team may not even get a playoff game. I have never, ever seen that anywhere else, but I'm guessing they didn't want the extra days or the extra travel expense or what have you, even though it would be very, very little, relatively speaking. But the fact that it was not always 1-1-1, crazy, but they are making that switch next year to 1-1-1. There you go, 1-1-1 format. They also are going to expand the regular season to 44 games as they bring in the Golden State Valkyries. Kind of weird to bring in one expansion team. That's going to be okay. I mean, they've got it worked out. I'm sure that's the great thing about computers nowadays. They can do all the scheduling for you. But I don't know if it's going to be able to be even in terms of who they play. Like it when you have an East and West, it kind of unbalances. And I'm guessing eventually they expand enough. Did I say 15, 13 teams? I'm guessing that the most immediate goal would be 16 teams, and then you get 8 and 8, and then you get from the top four from each conference, make the playoffs, and they play within their conference, and then the winners in their conferences play for the final, like you see with the NHL and the NBA and everything else. That is what I'm guessing they want to get to eventually with 16 teams. Makes the most sense. Of course, the other thing that we have is an expansion of the playoffs as well. I believe that we're going to go to 7 games. I swear I saw that. Now I feel like I'm losing my mind. Yeah, I went right over it. I jumped right to the 1-1-1. They're moving from 5 games to 7 games for the final, which again I think is fantastic for them. Eventually, my guess is what I just said about 16 teams. So 4-4 in conference, 8 teams. Eventually, the semifinal also becomes 7 games. The first round becomes 5 games. You get rid of the three completely, and you go 5-7-7. We will see. I don't know. I mean, just from my experience with all these other leagues, that's probably eventually where it is going to go. So these are positive changes for the league. I love that they got rid of that ridiculous set up for the 3-game series, having the final go to 7. That's cool. I don't know how they're going to do that. I didn't see anything about the format. I don't know if it's going to be the 2-3-2 or the 2-2-1-1-1. Because again, obviously with the 2-2-1-1-1, you've got more travel. But I think it's actually fairer to the team who already has the disadvantage in home court, because I don't care if you are at home 3 in a row at home and having to steal a game, that puts you that puts you in a pretty big hole. But I want to get to the really cool stuff now. So look, shout out. I have nothing negative to say about this. Shout out to Cathy for getting this done. Shout out for the WNBA to be able to do it. We all know what we're looking at here is where it came from. Caitlin Clark getting into the league and cranking up the attendance and all of that. So that is a big part of it. But I do want to show you one other thing. This is the reaction of someone obviously not a Caitlin Clark fan reacting to this news. There's only a certain kind of group that's happy about this, and it's the Clarkies. Cathy Engelbert, you're spineless and just love giving in to whatever these new freaks want. Huh. So this person, respectfully, is legitimately mentally unwell. They are unhinged, unbalanced, full of irrational hatred because no, the Clarkies are not the only kind of group that would be happy about this. You're the only lunatic who would not be happy about this. This is something that the league would have worked to whether or not there was a Caitlin Clark. This is normal progress for the WNBA, and it's good news for the league. It's good news for the players. It's good news for everyone who wants to see the WNBA do well. But this person is so obsessed and caught up in their irrational hatred of a basketball player who's never said anything bad about anyone that this is what you get. There's only a certain kind of group that's happy about this, and it's the Clarkies, and you're caving in to whatever these new freaks want. This is lunacy. Clarkie, and then I guess I don't know if this is responding to someone else or what. Clarkie sure loved to rattle off a bunch of glazing nonsense for that team they didn't even know existed until this year, and probably hate everyone outside of that girl. Go worry about why no one will ever love your incel sounding. Oh my gosh, these people. No wonder the WNBA doesn't grow. Y'all are complaining about the new fans? These are the old fans. This is one of the 17 or 18. As you can see, I always cut off at 18 because the WNBA will never be classy enough to be one of the 19. But I mean, this is unhinged. This is disturbing. If I knew this person in real life, I would be seriously worried about my safety as a human being. Absolutely crazy. Um, you're crying, bro. You're such a loser. Get used to it. This is our league now. They love to hear it. And look, Clark fans only say that stuff when they have to deal with this crazy. Because, right? Otherwise, they're live and let live. They just want to root for their players, which, by the way, is more than just Clark. I don't think there's a single Clark fan right now who doesn't like at least other Fever players, if not someone like Arike, who we talked about, or Satu, also from Dallas, or, Sabrina. Nafisa Collier is getting a lot of love from Clark fans as well. But again, like this person says, people have been asking for this all the way back to when the single elimination format was first changed. Why are you acting brand new? This is absolutely crazy. Anyway, this benefits every fan base, you F-tard. We see another one. That's like the response. You're going to start acting like this. Now we're just going to be like, it's our league now. Deal with it. Everyone who had a team in the playoffs that didn't see them at home is happy about this. You blank stirring a-hole. Be more miserable. UConn folks are nuts. Oh, that's good. I hadn't seen that. I didn't scroll all the way down. Sometimes I get nervous. I come on here and I want to have a legit first time reaction with some of these tweets with all, and then I get nervous of what I'm going to see at times. That made me legit laugh out loud. Oh, somebody's really mad. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, but I did want to shout out some good news for the WNBA. That's good to be able to see them do that. And I wanted to have a little laugh with y'all on just how unhinged and crazy people can get with this stuff. That is, I don't know anyone who would be unhappy about this. Wow. Uh, or Oh man. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I really do appreciate it as we truck on. We truck on slowly, less than 700 away from 11,000. But come on, the goal's 20,000. Come on, chop chop. Let your friends know. They want to be part of the 19. It's a cool group. Anyway, I will talk to you later.